The story begins with Leela, a resilient English teacher starting over after enduring years of pain. 4 years, she suffered in silence, trapped in an abusive marriage. But now, she's free, though freedom doesn't erase the scars left behind. Determined to rebuild her life, she moves to a new town, hoping to find peace. Today is her first day at the local high school, where the principal introduces her to her colleagues. She meets Andrew, the friendly gym teacher, and is shown around the school. Little does she know, this seemingly ordinary town holds a story that will change her life forever. Meanwhile, we meet Jason, a 19-year-old struggling to navigate his turbulent world. Living with his parents, younger sister, and older brother, Jason's family barely makes ends meet. The pressure to survive pushes his older brother into drug dealing, a dangerous path that leads to prison. Now, the weight falls on Jason. His parents, desperate to save him from the same fate, plead with him to focus on school. But academics aren't Jason's strong suit, and he's already been expelled from multiple schools. Feeling trapped by his family's financial struggles, Jason follows in his brother's footsteps, hoping to provide for his little sister's education. His double life begins, a student by day and a dealer by night. Leela's first class introduces her to a mix of students, including Jason, sitting at the back. He's disengaged, barely paying attention. His tired eyes and aloof demeanor make him stand out, but not in the way teachers hope for. During lunch, Andrew compliments Leela's unique teaching style, breaking the ice with his warm demeanor. That night, as Leela calls her mother, a tinge of sadness seeps through her voice. Starting fresh is harder than she thought, and loneliness is an unwelcome companion. The next day, Jason approaches Leela after class, asking for help with an essay about himself. But when asked to share his story, he hesitates. "I can't," he mutters. Leela reassures him, "Whatever you say stays between us. It might even help me understand you better." Jason, guarded as always, walks away without revealing much. Determined, Leela reviews his file and discovers his troubling academic history. She decides to help him, despite the warnings from other teachers who see him as a lost cause. One day, Jason surprises the class with a heartfelt poem. His raw, emotional words offer a glimpse of the pain he hides. Leela is moved and tells him, "You have talent, Jason. With a little focus, you can achieve so much." For the first time, Jason feels seen, really seen. Leela starts offering Jason extra classes after school. Over time, their conversations become more personal. Jason, drawn to her kindness, begins to develop feelings he can't ignore. But Leela remains professional, focused solely on helping him succeed. One night, Jason shows up at her door, bruised and bleeding. Leela lets him in, worried. He brushes off her concern, claiming it was just a fight. As she drives him home, he shows her a scenic spot overlooking the city. For a moment, their roles as teacher and student blur. "I saw you dancing at the pub," Jason admits shyly. "Teach me to dance." Leela, startled by the intimacy of the moment, pulls away, reminding him of their boundaries. But something unspoken lingers between them. As Jason's grades improve, his mother becomes suspicious of his newfound dedication. One night, she stumbles upon photos of Jason and Leela on his phone. Her fears are confirmed at a parent-teacher meeting when she sees them together. Furious, she confronts Leela, warning her to stay away from her son. The school staff begins to notice the unusual dynamic between Leela and Jason. Andrew, whose interest in Leela turns into jealousy, begins to pry. One evening, his actions cross a line, leaving Leela shaken and vulnerable. Jason, learning of the incident, is furious. He urges Leela to report Andrew, but she hesitates, fearing the consequences. Jason's anger boils over, leading to a confrontation with Andrew at school. The altercation spirals, and Jason is taken into custody. Outside the police station, Leela waits, guilt-ridden. Jason's mother ensures his release, but demands Leela end the relationship for good. Feeling the weight of their choices, Leela decides to leave the city. In a tearful goodbye, she tells Jason, "This was never meant to be. You deserve a future free from this chaos." Jason, heartbroken, watches as she walks away, leaving behind a love that could never be. And so, the story ends not with a happy ever after, but with lessons learned and lives forever changed. What would you have done in Jason's shoes? Would you have fought for love or let it go? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this emotional rollercoaster, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell icon so you don't miss our next video. Until then, stay safe, stay strong, and we'll see you in the next one.